Is there any realistic way to double my money? That's a question that your friends ask you a lot when they know that you're an investment banker. And the truth is that, having worked myself in this space for the last 12 years, you can make a fortune if you only knew how the wealthiest people have their money managed and invested. In this video, I'll share with you one realistic way to make maybe 10 or 20 times your initial investments in a couple of years. Before making any judgments or assumptions or what I'm gonna say, please watch the video until the end. Everyone has heard of Bitcoin at least once in their life. Most people have heard of Bitcoin when its price surged to a record high of more than $68,000 in November 2021, exactly 2 years ago. Maybe you have friends or family who bought it back in 2018 for just $3,000 in Bitcoin and then made 20 times their investments, more than 2,000% in 2021. That was a massive opportunity. I have friends who invested $10,000 in Bitcoin and turned it into $200,000 just sitting on it for a couple of years, doing absolutely nothing and selling their Bitcoin in 2021. I wasn't personally investing in Bitcoin at the time, even though I knew what Bitcoin was and what the entire cryptocurrency industry and the blockchain ecosystem were about. But as an investment banker, this is not something that we were selling to our clients, so I didn't dig much into it. However, things are about to drastically and positively change for Bitcoin. And if you ever think that you've missed that huge opportunity 2 years ago, I'm here to tell you that things are about to drastically change. A new cycle has started, and there are two main reasons for that. Before explaining further, please note that you should always do your own research before investing, and please never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. I also insist on people to always avoid investing in these meme coins and stuff with no value, where the risk is extremely high to lose your money. In the world of cryptocurrencies, it might be tempting to hear that some meme coins made millionaires, but those are often the founders behind the meme coin who started the coin as a joke and then invested massively in marketing campaigns on social media to drag many investors to invest in their meme coins, and people most of the time would lose their money. On the other hand, there are plenty of coins that are linked to important blockchain projects such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Stellar, and so on. These coins have value because they are linked to projects with value that are solving real-life problems in today's society, like offering a financial world that's faster and cheaper. For example, Stellar helps connect the world's financial system with fast speed. Bitcoin and Ethereum are blockchains on which a multitude of apps are running, from finance to games. And Bitcoin allows any two people on the planet to send and receive money in a decentralized mode without the intervention of a bank, a government, or any institution. And Bitcoin was widely identified as a store of value asset. In all cases, please do your own research before investing in any asset. I'll also try to answer questions as much as I can in the comment section if you have any. So last year, I started talking about Bitcoin around me, but I realized just how much people feared Bitcoin and crypto in general. And the reason why I told about it is that most people have heard of Bitcoin for the first time only in 2021 when its price exploded to $68,000. There was a huge publicity around it, but all we could witness after November 2021 was an ever-sliding Bitcoin price. So in the psychology of most people, Bitcoin was a very bad deal where you could lose your money. But this is not how things work. It's true that 2022 was a rough year for Bitcoin and for all asset classes, to be honest. And the price of Bitcoin crashed to end the year at its lowest level, a little bit above $16,000. However, the price has more than doubled in 2023, and Bitcoin is now traded around $37,000 in November 2023. So some of us may look at 2022 as a bad year, others may look at it as a very good year to buy and accumulate more Bitcoin at a lower price and then lower their average acquisition cost. It depends on everyone's perspective, of course, where we stand and how we all see things. But I like to think about it as an opportunity to enter the market at a fairly low price. Because there are two reasons why Bitcoin price is poised to massively surge in the next couple of years, and now is the right time to buy. The number one reason, which is actually pretty common in the crypto industry, is the halving. The price crash of the last year is part of a regular cycle movement. This cycle lasts 4 years, and based on historical data and historical price movement, you can see that there were previous peaks in the Bitcoin price in 2017, 2021, and you perfectly guessed that the next one is expected to happen in 2025. This price movement is influenced by the halving process. So what's the halving? Most cryptocurrencies and even official currencies such as the dollar have an unlimited supply. So basically money can be printed and crypto can be mined and burned. So their supply rises and falls on a regular basis. However, Bitcoin has an important feature over the other cryptocurrencies, which makes it a great store of value. It has a limited supply, exactly like the gold. We cannot mine more gold than there is on this planet, and it's exactly the same thing for Bitcoin. Miners cannot mine more than 21 million Bitcoins. There are currently more than 19 million Bitcoins in circulation that have already been mined, which means that less than 2 million Bitcoins are left to be created. And the Bitcoin protocol reduces the number of new coins earned by miners on a regular basis in order to maintain scarcity, and this process is called halving. So halving is when the reward for Bitcoin mining is cut in half. In theory, if the pace of Bitcoin issuance is reduced, demand can be more important than supply, which increases the Bitcoin's price. And this process happens every 4 years. The reward for mining started at 50 Bitcoin per block in 2009. The amount dropped in half every 4 years, starting 2012. So the first halving happened in 2012, the second in 2016, and the most recent halving took place in 2020. And the next halving is set for 2024. And what happened every single time is that Bitcoin price massively increased to a new peak 1 year later. If we do the simple math, the next Bitcoin price peak is expected to happen somewhere in 2025 as the halving process begins in 2024. The second reason why the Bitcoin price is expected to massively surge in the next couple of years is the launch of Bitcoin spot ETFs by BlackRock and other giant finance firms. Until recently, cryptocurrencies were only accessed by a specific group of people. The interest slowly grew to include institutional investors such as MicroStrategy, Tesla, and more. However, the fact that BlackRock is seriously working on launching the first ever Bitcoin spot ETF, this will mean that the entire planet is going to gain direct access to directly invest in Bitcoin. What's interesting to know due to the similarities between the gold and the Bitcoin, and based on historical data, Bitcoin can mirror the price action of gold in 2004 when the first gold ETF launched. So with the first gold ETF launched, gold price increased by 250%. Once BlackRock gets its feet into that space, it would mean that Bitcoin would gain a powerful position that no one would ever dare to question, and this space is getting more and more regulated and getting more and more protecting people like us investors from scammers, and it keeps all the bad players out of the game and only the good ones into the game, and it's really gaining more value. Now is the time to do your own research. Think about an amount of money that you can afford to invest in this risky asset, and I'd be happy to learn in the comments below if you need videos like this, like a guide to show you how to start investing in Bitcoin in a very safe manner. Don't forget to subscribe, show some love to encourage me to make more videos like this, and take care. Bye for now.